Hello everybody. Okay, I know a lot of you have heard the May Day conspiracies, and of course I've seen the videos, but one thing I have not seen, I thought I would bring to your attention, is in the Time magazine, the May edition of this year, of course Osama bin Laden was killed, or announced that he was killed, found and killed on May 1st. Okay? What I found interesting though, that's of course everybody knows about this, in the same magazine on that same day, May 1st in Rome, the remains of Pope John Paul II were exhumed for his beatification, the most important step towards sainthood. 1 million people showed up in St. Peter's Square for the rites, but the most passionate pilgrim was his successor, which would be the current Pope Benedict, kneeling before John Paul's coffin. Heir to and prisoner of the charismatic pontiff's historic and controversial legacies. Heir to and prisoner of his historic controversial legacies. Isn't that interesting, that wording? He's heir to, but he's also the prisoner of. That's very strange. That's strange wording to me. Anyway, there's his casket. And there is the, Pope Benedict. And, of course, this is St. Peter's Square, which I have heard is buried right on top of St. Peter's bones. And I did some research and found out when this happened. On October the 28th of 312 AD, I can't pronounce that word, but Miltiades, 32nd Bishop of Rome, known as Papa to everyone, he was the first pope, well, the first so-called pope. He lived in poverty, persecution, and self-denial, wearing an old robe and working as a commoner. So that is very different than the popes that we know of today. But when he agreed to accept the title of Pontifex Maximus, given by Constantine, and it combined paganism and Christianity, then they built a basilica over the spot where St. Peter's bones were buried, and material wealth and servants were then offered to him, and also his castle where he lives today. But so basically, I guess that's when the Catholic Christianity went sour. And the same thing happened to Solomon. When in the Bible, King Solomon, he was a man after God's own heart, but when he started he fell in love with Pharaoh's daughter and married her. He had a lot of wives, and his lust for, and I'm sorry I'm just keeping my camera on that, but his lust for Pharaoh's daughter and for many, many wives, and for the fact that they worshipped false gods, well, that's when King Solomon's reign began to fall. That's when things began to go sour. And this is what's happening with the Catholic Church. That's when things started going sour. Now, of course, May Day conspiracy theories, I've heard a lot of other coincidences, like May 1st of 2011, of course, that's Osama killed, and obviously Pope body being exhumed, but also that was the day Hitler committed suicide, and that was the day the mission accomplished speech was spoken by Bush, President Bush. In '89 of May 1st, Disney MGM was built, or was open to the public, and Disney was a 33-degree Mason. May 1st of 1930, the planet Pluto was named. May 1st of 1956, the polio vaccine became public. May 1st of 82, the World's Fair opened, and the symbol of the World's Fair is a tower, is an Illuminati tower, or a pyramid with an all-seeing eye. Anyway, it's just very interesting. Baal May Day celebration, ancient tradition, killing of wicked man, sacrifice to Mother Earth. BL boogeyman being sacrificed and then celebrated by fool sheep masses. Beltane, May Day. I wrote that down several months ago. So I don't know why I wrote that. And reading it to y'all, it didn't make a whole lot of sense to me. I know it made sense when I wrote it, but I guess I was just writing down what the Baal May Day celebration. Okay, yeah, it was an ancient tradition. Anyway, y'all can go back and read it, and it'll make sense, because it's hard to remember exactly what this meant. Anyways, and plus my mind is like thinking about so many things I wanted to tell y'all, because I wrote down some notes about the Vatican and how it had branched off, and there's a Vatican I and a Vatican II because of the heresies of Pope John Paul and Pope Benedict, but I can't find my notes right now, and this is why I'm crazy. See all these notes? This is why I can't get my head together, because I've got them all written down, and I've been doing notes since April, and I keep saying I'm going to make videos on all these notes, so I have to do it a little bit at a time. So thanks for bearing with me, and y'all have a good day.